had a fracture on my foot. Then when I went for the doctors, the gap has already formed and I was advised for a surgery. I was visualizing that I am already healed and I am dancing. And when the next X-ray was taken and it was joining, and finally I got it healed without any surgery. That was really great for me. Then I thought that was the power of meditation and the body and mind connection.
You know, what role I wanted, what location I wanted the role to be in, what designation I wanted, to the point of what band of salary that I'm expecting. All this, and I'm not kidding, all this has been beautifully played out in my career with this manifestation.
Late night, like 9:30 to 10:30. One of the day, I was like a total migraine. Like I was not able to sit and do. It was like 9:20 p.m. It was very heavy and it was very hitting me at the back and the front of my head. So I did have just 5 minutes. So what I did is I just lie down on my bed, manifested, thinking that's it. It will. I was like taking the classes at 9:30 sharp, and the classes will do good. So just 2 to 3 minutes manifested, and within next fourth minute, it was already solved, and I was very refreshed. That day, that class, it was used to be like 1 hour, and it prolonged to 1.5 hours.
Happy evening, dear friends and masters. Welcome to day 9 of the Sign program. Yesterday we have learnt about 5 steps for manifestation goals, and today we are going to learn about quantum model of creation. Today we have Pradeep sir as a teacher. Over to you, sir.
Okay, I am audible, right?
Yes, yes.
Great. Can anyone quickly summarize what are the 5 steps that we discussed yesterday? Bharat, hope everyone has access to chat. Okay, while you can answer. So what are the 5 steps that we discussed yesterday?
It seems your voice is not clear.
Is it? Is it for everyone?
Voice is slow, I think.
It is very low, Pradeep sir.
How about now?
Yes, now please.
It is better, but somewhat loud, if possible.
Okay, how's it now?
Good, sir.
All right, okay, thank you. So, yeah, I was just asking what are the 5 steps that we discussed yesterday, if anyone can summarize? Hope you have access to the chat. So let me quickly do that. Yes, so develop one-pointedness, identifying that 1 or 2 things that we would like to focus upon in the next couple of months, and then realizing that out of infinite possibilities, the one that I'm wishing for is also existing. That we will in fact discuss in detail today. And point number 3, making the mind believe that we are living in the moment through vision boards and mind movies and any other tools, in fact, visualization, yes. And point number 4, identifying those areas which are triggering those limiting beliefs and then working on transforming them. And then the last one is accept and express gratitude. Okay, good. I could see some of you writing. Nice. That's it. Only 7 of you are on camera. At least we are a very small group today, only 26. You should be, unless you are on the road or somewhere, you should feel free to come on camera. I also get motivated to speak to real people instead of these black screens. Okay, so let me share my screen today. Hope you are able to see. Yes. Some physics today. If you would have already heard this, it can be like a recap, but otherwise it's something quite interesting. If we go back to our class 9 or 8, I don't exactly remember, but that's when we were studying these particles, right? I mean, molecules, atom, and then subatomic particles. So this is how it goes. If you take any physical mass, anything, could be your mobile phone or could be a stone, and if you put it under electron microscope, and what do you see? The physical eyes, which they're seeing it as a thick mass, is constituting of the molecules that are binded together with some density. I mean, if the molecules are more densely packed, so that's when we see it as a physical mass. But otherwise, there is just a bunch of molecules that are binded together. So if we go even beyond, what do we see? Each molecule is a combination of many atoms that are again binded together with their atomic structures, as per their atomic structures. And now scientists are curious and they want to see what is there even beyond atoms. So that's when they found out the subatomic particles called electrons, protons, and then the neutrons revolving around this thing called nucleus. And these electrons are constantly jumping from one orbit to another orbit, and in that process they're emitting and consuming the energies. So why are we discussing all these things now? Now scientists want to understand in an atom what is the ratio of the mass versus the emptiness. Okay, there are subatomic particles inside the atom, and also major part of the atom is empty. Suppose if you want to find out the ratio between the physical mass versus the emptiness, so what is the exact ratio? It is almost 100%. Only 0.001% of the atom is actually having the subatomic particles, but otherwise the rest of the atom is completely empty. And now if we can draw the same analogy to our human body is also a combination of many atoms, right? So we are all, it's a protein machine altogether. Each protein again is a combination of many atoms and subatomic particles. So that means 99.99% of the human body is also empty. And here the question comes, so what is it that I'm seeing with my physical eyes? Then that is only 0.001% of the actual body. So then where is the rest of me? This is an intriguing question. So the rest of the me and the rest of the you and the rest of the everyone in this session are all empty, connected to each other, overlapped to each other. So we are all on one another. So that's how this concept of oneness come into the picture then. But because of the illusion that's been created by these physical eyes, which has a capacity of seeing the objects only from certain band, certain frequency to certain frequency, we are living in this illusion that, okay, I am separate, he's separate, she's separate, yes. But otherwise, we are all made up of the same particle and we are all connected and interlinked to each other. Okay, so this is one thing now. When we're all made up of same thing, then actually so many questions can come up. So why? So for me to be happy, the entire portion of myself should be functioning well, right? So what is the entire portion of myself? The entire portion of myself is everyone. So if I'm thinking that, okay, let me snatch something from this person, or let me compete with this person, or let me do whatever it is to the other person. So that means out of ignorance, it's like I'm hitting another hand with one hand, which in turn leads to many things. I mean, so if we can understand this one point, then actually I think many boundaries that we create in our mind will collapse, and our horizons gets broadened, our acceptance levels increases. So once the acceptance level increases, we'll not get irritated, frustrated, angry, jealous, or whatever it is for small things, because you will not hurt yourself, right? You will not take a needle and hurt with yourself. That's what we are doing out of ignorance, all these things now. So for me to be happy, that I have to make each and every portion of myself to be healthy and active and energetic. That means, so many of you might have a question why we are doing all these programs for free of cost, because we have realized that we are our extended self is much bigger. For us to be happy, the each and every self that is part of this extended self also should be enriched, happy, and uplifting. So that's how it is. Right. So good. So next, now if you want to discuss about this possibility, so let me share again. I will share with audio. You can watch this small video. It's a double slit experiment, and later on we'll draw this analogy of how this experiment can be linked to the goal that we have written on the paper yesterday.
And here we are, the granddaddy of all quantum weirdness, the infamous double slit experiment. To understand this experiment, we first need to see how particles, or little balls of matter, act. If we randomly shoot a small object, say a marble, at the screen, we see a pattern on the back wall where they went through the slit and hit. Now, if we add a second slit, we would expect to see a second band duplicated to the right. Now, let's look at waves. The waves hit the slit and radiate out, striking the back wall with the most intensity directly in line with the slit. The line of brightness on the back screen shows that intensity. This is similar to the line the marbles make. But when we add the second slit, something different happens. If the top of one wave meets the bottom of another wave, they cancel each other out. So now there is an interference pattern on the back wall. Places where the two tops meet are the highest intensity, the bright lines, and where they cancel, there is nothing. So, When we throw things, that is, matter, through two slits, we get this, two bands of hits. And with waves, we get an interference pattern of many bands. Good so far. Now, let's go quantum. An electron is a tiny, tiny bit of matter, like a tiny marble. Let's fire a stream through one slit. It behaves just like the marble, a single band. So, if we shoot these tiny bits through two slits, we should get, like the marbles, two bands. What? An interference pattern. We fired electrons, tiny bits of matter through. But we get a pattern like waves, not like little marbles. How? How could pieces of matter create an interference pattern like a wave? It doesn't make sense. But physicists are clever. They thought, maybe those little balls are bouncing off each other and creating that pattern. So, they decide to shoot electrons through one at a time. There is no way they could interfere with each other. But after an hour of this, the same interference pattern is seen to emerge. The conclusion is inescapable. The single electron leaves as a particle, becomes a wave of potentials, goes through both slits, and interferes with itself to hit the wall like a particle. But mathematically, it's even stranger. It goes through both slits, and it goes through neither. And it goes through just one, and it goes through just the other. All of these possibilities are in superposition with each other. But physicists were completely baffled by this. So they decided to peek and see which slit it actually goes through. They put a measuring device by one slit to see which one it went through and let it fly. But the quantum world is far more mysterious than they could have imagined. When they observed, the electron went back to behaving like a little marble. It produced a pattern of two bands, not an interference pattern of many. The very act of measuring or observing which slit it went through meant it only went through one, not both. The electron decided to act differently, as though it was aware it was being watched. And it was here that physicists stepped forever into the strange, never world of quantum events. What is matter? Marbles or waves? And waves of what? And what does an observer have to do with any of this? The observer collapsed the wave function simply by observing.
Okay. Can anyone explain? Can anyone summarize what the video is telling? Maybe you can raise your hand. I'll unmute you. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Yeah.
So at the end, the result is that if you observe things, they change the pattern from particle to wave. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's the other way, from wave to particle.
So the particle is the solid matter and the wave is the energy. You could
Yes.
say that?
Yes, yes, perfect.
Okay. It's really difficult. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you, ma'am. So let me put it in a simple way. Suppose you are standing in the center of a room and you have small balls in your hand. So now you started throwing the ball to the wall on your friend. So what happens? The ball goes in a straight line until hit the wall, correct? Now I asked one more person to stand next to me, and I asked this person, now I'll again throw the ball. Tell me where you want the ball to go and hit. Now this person said, okay, you should throw the ball, friend, but I want the ball to go and hit to the wall which is on my left. Okay, fine. I started shooting the balls and assume these balls are electrons. Okay, so now if it was a cricket ball, it would have gone straight, but since it's an electron, what happened? It obeyed the order that the other person has given. This electron has actually gone and hit the wall which is on my left. Now I brought one more person and asked this guy where you want this electron to go and hit. I will start shooting. Now this guy said on the wall which is on my right. At the same time, the first guy said, I again want the electron to go and hit the wall which is on the left. Okay, I said okay to both, and then I started shooting the electrons. Can you imagine what happened? Now, the first guy actually started seeing the electrons going and hitting the wall on the left, while the second guy started seeing the electrons on going and hitting on the right wall at the same time. Now, how is this possible? That's what that experiment was telling. So the particle nature of theory cannot explain this. So now this is where this wave nature come into the picture. So by default, the electron exists as a wave in the entire room. So just like when you put a pebble in the pond, what happens? The wave, circular waves gets generated, right? So and these waves will spread until the length and breadth of the pond. So in the same way, now electron is existing as a wave in the entire room. And when the first guy put his observation and said that he want to see the electron on the left, so the wave which is on that part of the wall got collapsed into a particle. Same thing happened with the second guy. The wave which is on the other side of the wall got collapsed into a particle. So that means the observation, the energy, when we put attention, when we observe something, the possibility, waves are nothing but possibilities, right? So now if I ask you a question, what is the possibility of seeing the electron in the room? It's 100%. I mean, wherever you want, you can see it because the wave is there at all the places, at all the times. It is there at all the places, at all the times. It is just waiting for an observer to observe. So in the same way, our wish is also existing as a possibility at all the places, at all the times, waiting for us to create that energy through observation. Now, since it's a small electron, it's a simple thought. It is able to collapse from wave to the particle. But for us, when we are talking about our event, which needs a combination of some trillions and trillions of electrons, if we are able to put enough amount of attention or observation on that particular event, which is existing right now as a possibility, can get collapsed as a physical event in our three-dimensional world. That's what is that experiment saying. So who is the key here? So the key here is the observer, me, all of us. We all are the observers. We all are observing something, generating these thoughts. And all we need to do is to make sure that whether our thought is having sufficient amount of energy or not. And how can we do that? Only when we are able to channelize. Only when our mind is clear, uncluttered. When we remove all those redundant, unwanted negative thoughts that we discussed yesterday. So what is the vehicle or tool for doing that? do you know any tool or vehicle which you got to know from your school or college, which can help you to focus, which can help you to generate that amount of observation to collapse that wave into a particle? So meditation, what we have been doing for the last 8 days, is a beautiful vehicle here. So meditation, the practice of being with the breath. So when we are with the breath, which is present, which is there right now, all the attention that has been scattered to the past and future will slowly dilute, dissolve, because we are focusing on the right now moment by being with the breath. So that's why we need to master this practice of being with the breath. When we are in the present moment, automatically we are diluting all the other unwanted stuff. So the more and more we practice, the more and more we develop this skill, just like any other skill. So we can master our energy actually. I mean, we can master the process of putting the energy on the things that we actually want. Okay, so this is all about the concept of possibilities in detail. So by now we know that, okay, so I am the key here. So let me sharpen my practice so that so my event, which is existing as a possibility right now, can get collapsed into a reality. So before we get into meditation, any questions? You can either raise your hand or you can mention on the chat. No question. Okay. Yes.
Yes, again, me. So if someone else doesn't want me to achieve my desire, their energy can influence the result. So if I want to get a car and he says, no, you will get a bicycle. So what happens? Is there an interference of other people's energy?
Obviously, I mean, yeah. So if my energy is stronger, then it nullifies everything else. Otherwise, we get easily influenced by the opinions of others or stupid suggestions of others. All these are actually interference. So that's why we have a law in our spiritual science like non-interference, non-violence. We don't want to interfere in anyone's life unless we feel that it can enhance them spiritually. We don't harm anyone. We practice non-violence. So yes, but otherwise, if our energies are stronger, if our practice is way beyond, so then we will not get influenced by all these things.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Hi. I have a question. Let's see, something is not going right, and we keep on thinking about it, and by that we get multiple negative thoughts, and by which we are giving energy to those particular thoughts, and maybe it might manifest. So, how to get rid of those negative thoughts and not give energy to those thoughts?
Yeah. So that's what we will see in the step number 4, identifying those areas which are actually creating those doubts and limiting beliefs and working on them to transform. But to tell you on a high level, again, those are the thoughts, right, coming from our own mind, which are again recycled from the data that is already there in the mind. So because of the data that is there right now, we are getting those thoughts. If we can somehow dilute the existing data and put a new information into our mind, so then automatically those limiting beliefs and thoughts will get transformed to the empowering beliefs. It's not an easy process, as I'm saying, but it needs some effort and some work. But to summarize in one word, we need to dilute the existing data and put a new information.
Okay. Let's say, for example, I know that this person is having cancer and he might not be there in few days or maybe whatever the doctor says. But at that time, I'm not able to be a positive person and think positive. So I'm not sure how to take that information in a positive way and think positive.
Yeah. Uh, Again, so this is a little deeper, right? So everyone come here, stay here, and then go back. So we don't actually belong here. So we come here to experience something and then we go back. So different people choose different mechanisms for going back. If we can somehow understand this science of life beyond life, then we will be able to take those things and we in fact can celebrate those things just like how we welcome someone onto the planet. That's why if you see some of our religious traditions, they also celebrate the going back. If you see many of the some of the cultures actually. But yes, otherwise, there are many instances also where doctors said and then people again came back healthily. So it depends on how the person who is going through is taking it. If he wants to go back, then yes, he will. But otherwise, if he feels that he has something, some unfinished business here, which can be beneficial for so many out over here, so then I think situation can turn around. To answer your question again in one line, we have to increase our knowledge.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yes, Krishna. I think you can unmute. Yeah.
Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Suppose, we have some desires now. Just we want to manifest something. Like it was a impossible thing. Or someone says, like for example, I was having some chronic illness or something. Doctor said there is no cure. Like my desire was to desire like a cure my disease or something. Can we manifest something like that, or just
So
will it
you're
be
asking how
possible
we can heal, right?
manifest?
How we can manifest radiant health. Is that what your question is?
Is it right? Yeah, is it right way to manifest my desire? Like it is
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
to
Why not? I
manifest.
mean, we all are here to actually enjoy abundance of health, wealth, relationships, everything. In fact, that is the default state. But because of these unwanted um thoughts and worries, so we actually move away from our default state and we manifest all these things. In fact, all these things also gets manifested to teach us something so that we will come back again on track. Always why is important. Why I want to heal that particular thing that I'm going through. If I am healed, if I am getting into my perfect health, what I'm going to do next? How I'm going to be beneficial for the people around me. So yes, definitely we can. In fact, if you go to our YouTube channel, there are close to 200 plus case studies of people who have who have healed various health challenges. Not one, not two. In fact, 200 plus case studies you can watch. So seeing is believing, right? So again,
If, scient- if
another point.
scientifically says it was, if
Yeah.
scientifically says it was has no cure, also we can
Yes. So
and
this is one way
believe
to
us.
put new information into our mind by listening to others' experiences and by attending sessions like this, by reading. So in this way, we will be able to dilute the existing information which is not so useful, and we can put all this empowering information. Yeah. Okay. Good. Hope I answered your question. Yeah, thank you. Okay, fine. So now let's get into our practice. So as we were discussing, so let's sharpen this skill so that we can actually master our mind. Get into your posture. Close your eyes. Put hands on your chest area. You can remove spectacles, smartwatches. So the next 30 minutes, we are going to be with ourselves. Be with your breath.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, with your hands on your chest area, resting your attention on your heart center, connect with your beautiful heart. With your attention on your heart center, with a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the seat of all emotions. Nurturing all life. With its energies of love, compassion, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past? Or from the vision of your future, where you feel enormous love, joy, gratitude? Or simply bring up an experience in the present, smelling a flower, playing in water, taking a walk in nature, helping somebody in need. Imagine and bring up that moment and feel that energy. Relive that moment and feel that energy. And allow yourself to spread that energy onto everything and everyone on this planet, or to someone who is in need, to help them heal, to help them elevate themselves. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. We're all deeply interconnected. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are in a powerful group meditation, harnessing the energies of the group. When you observe your breath, your mind slowly becomes empty. as the mind is becoming less and less of thought, calmer and calmer, allow yourself to experience that greater calmness inside of you, emptiness all around you. Be with your breath. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness, that calmness. all emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy. The field of limitless possibilities. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness, blackness of no body, of no thing, the more experiences you draw into your life. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that emptiness, that field of light. We are less matter, more emptiness and energy. The longer we stay in the empty states of mind, the more you transcend your body. You go beyond matter. You experience emptiness and energy. Relax, dear friends. You planted seeds of possibilities. You primed your subconscious. Recognize that whatever you emotionally embrace is manifesting into your physicality. Be grateful for this opportunity to create. Be grateful for to everything and everyone who will help you to create this future. Your gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, everyone in your life. To this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, to technology, all systems, governments, companies, to yourself, and to this intelligent quantum field for helping us experience, helping us create a new life. Gratitude moves us into coherence and helps us draw and create more. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you experienced? Whenever you're ready, can you keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes.
Welcome back, friends. Hope you all had a wonderful meditation. If anyone wants to share your experience or else you wanted to ask any questions, please raise your hands so that we can unmute you. Or else you can utilize the chat as well. Uh, Bhumika ma'am, we have seen your question. Like you're facing back pain. I need some clarification in your question. Like whether you're facing back pain while practicing meditation or it is constant in your regular day-to-day activities as well, so that I can assist you with that question. Sir, Shalom sir, about your question, vision number 999, in tomorrow's session, we will answer about that question, sir, to you.
Friends, if anyone wants to share your experience, please raise your hand.
They are writing in chat, Bharat. Two persons are writing in chat. I am just reading out their messages. Okay, but okay, ma'am, whenever you are doing meditation, at the evening time in the meditation, what it happens is like with the help of cosmic energy, the healing happens. So if something gets healed, it will create more pain in our body. It means it wanted to go out of your body. So in that process we wanted to uh, be in that moment for that particular period of time, ma'am, so that you can heal yourself. It will get cured in the meantime of your practice. Oh, Shalvam madam. Okay, madam. Tomorrow we will have that question, like why you are seeing the 999 in your meditation. We can get that answer in the tomorrow session.
Okay.
Okay,
Any more
fine.
questions?
I think we can close the session for today, Bharat.
Okay. Okay, guys, meet you tomorrow.
Have a wonderful day ahead. We all will meet on tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. IST again. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. 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 I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. With every breath I take, I'm grateful. I promise in